Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down the dramatic structure of a story that seems simple on the surface, just a cat and a pigeon. But as you'll see, it's actually a masterclass in building tension, creating heroes, and delivering a really satisfying conclusion. And it all involves a mysterious blue drum.
Okay, let's dive right in. The story opens with this life or death plea, and it immediately sets the stakes incredibly high. This isn't just about one life anymore. It's about the survival of an entire family.
So, we kick things off with Act 1, The Pigeon's Plea. This is where the story lays its foundation, you know? It's a classic setup. You've got a central conflict, and the motivations for our characters are crystal clear, totally primal. We know exactly who wants what and why it matters so much.
And this, right here, just boils the conflict down to its absolute essence. On one side, you've got the predator, the cat, driven by that simple, raw motivation of hunger. On the other side, the victim, the pigeon, fighting for the survival of its kids. It's a perfect primal setup for some serious drama.
Now, just when you think all is lost for the pigeon, boom! Our heroes, two children named Babu and Chinki, are called to action. The whole story shifts, and a brand new force gets introduced into the equation.
And there it is. That's the moment. This is the inciting incident, the call to adventure that launches our heroes on their quest. They're not just watching from the sidelines anymore. They are now active participants in this backyard battle.
Meanwhile, the story does something really clever. It cuts to this subplot. By showing us the pigeon's hungry chicks, the narrative doesn't just tell us the stakes are high, it shows us. And now, we're emotionally invested. We absolutely need this rescue mission to succeed.
So, let's move on to the rising action. This is where the confrontation escalates from, a simple standoff into a frantic chase across the yard. The tension really ramps up here, big time.
The cat, being pretty arrogant and focused only on its meal, completely underestimates the kid's resolve. It's basically saying, "This fat pigeon is mine, and I'm gonna eat it first." That is a classic villain mistake.
So this is the crucial point. This is where we see the children's approach totally shift. They move from just reacting and chasing to a coordinated, strategic pincer movement. They're actually thinking like a team now. And just as their plan is getting started, the chase hits a snag. The cat suddenly vanishes. It creates this fantastic moment of suspense. You're left wondering, has the villain escaped? Did the plan totally fail?
And this just brilliantly shows how the kids use their senses to overcome the problem. They don't give up. They listen, they think, and they pinpoint the predator's hiding spot. It's actually great detective work.
This leads us directly to the climax of our story. The heroes have found the villain, and they are ready to confront it in its little makeshift lair. The final showdown is about to go down. Inside that drum, the tension is you can feel it. It's palpable. The cat knows it's been found, and it tries to silence its captive. It's this quiet, menacing moment right before the big explosion of action. And right here, we see the culmination of all their teamwork. Babu doesn't just rush in. He lays out a clear, decisive plan of attack, making sure they act as one single, synchronized unit.
Okay, the plan is set. The heroes are in position. Babu starts the countdown. 1.
The cat has no idea what's coming. The tension just builds and builds. 2. They lock eyes, totally ready to spring the trap. 3.
And the plan works perfectly. The simultaneous attack catches the cat completely by surprise. The confrontation hits its absolute peak, and the villain is exposed.
And now, for the resolution. After all that tension and all that strategy, the story takes this surprising and honestly wonderfully funny turn for its finale.
Instead of a big, drawn-out fight, the children use the cat's own hiding spot against it. So in a final, desperate attempt to escape, the cat finds itself in an even worse situation, just losing all control.
And this is just a fantastic ending. The story concludes not with some dramatic struggle, but with the villain being comically and decisively defeated by, physics. The fearsome predator is taken out by just getting dizzy. So what does this simple story teach us about the backyard jungle? It shows that survival isn't always about being the biggest or the strongest. It's about teamwork, it's about clever strategy, and sometimes it's about a little bit of physics. It's a great reminder that even the smallest heroes can absolutely win the day.